I used to work somewhere and they used to say that the customer is always right. Yeah, if a customer complains, hey. Anyway, that was the other place. So as a customer, that is what I faced with Uber Uganda. If anything can be done, then of course I'll be glad to use Uber next time. Thank you so much and have a great day. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Prize and I'm a Ugandan living in Uganda. So today I want to tell you like a story. This is a true story, and I don't know if you have ordered Uber in Uganda before. I ordered Uber in Uganda and I just got a lot to talk about. I want to compare it. Okay, I think for me I thought like Uber is the same. Like it's the same app. If I'm not in Uganda, it's the same app. If I'm in Uganda, it's still the same app. So I expected like same services. If Uber is working good in Qatar, I thought if I reach in Uganda and order Uber, it will still like give me the best. So guys, let me tell you a story. Before I get to the real story, let me first tell you that my experience. Like I'm going to compare Uber Qatar and Uber Uganda because it's all Uber. For me, that's what I think. I don't know the details of how it works, the management and what, but I'm just going to be like, like in Qatar, you order Uber. There is so much sunshine. You order Uber and Uber will come. The only thing it can ask you, the only question it will ask you is maybe, are you this person? Are you Price, for example? And then they will just come to your location and take you to where you're going, and that is it. And the money is the same. You don't bargain. Uber, you don't bargain. So now I came from Qatar and now I'm in Uganda, and I was like, okay, there is Uber in Uganda, let me order Uber. And I had actually uninstalled my Uber app, so I went back in my phone and put back the Uber app and I ordered Uber. The first time it was successful, but now, is it yesterday but one when I went to order Uber? I ordered Uber, and before the Uber man came, he first called. He was like, where are you? Where are you going and how much? Ebintu bya kutesa. He was like, we have to like bargain. I was like, no, you just come, I'm here for me. I didn't know, like, I cannot believe like that was an Uber person, like a professional Uber person. So he finally came and I was like, okay, where are you going? I was like, this is the app, this is the money, and this is where I'm going. So then he said the Uber app was saying 26,000, and this man wanted 50k. The Uber is showing me 26, and the driver is telling me times 2. And I was asking him why you do not follow what is on the app. He said now the fuel prices are high. I was like, then why don't you change the prices? I was like, we talk to them, but they don't listen to us. They don't know what is on ground. So you can imagine. What is that? Was that like a thief? Was he like a con man? I don't understand it, because I don't think I'll be like ordering Uber next time. Even by the way, the first experience was not a good one. This one did not change the price, but we reached somewhere and he told us that his location was stopping here. Yet we had not reached, we had told him. So I cannot believe this Uber business in Uganda. How can an app stop when I have not reached where I'm going? Then we had actually direct the Uber man where we were going. So maybe there is a problem, or maybe there are some people who are in Uber who are not supposed to be there. Because how can the app tell me 26k and the Uber man is telling me 50, all times 2 the price? Because the fuel prices are high. Paying 50,000 is not a problem, but it should be on the app. I follow the app. It's okay, put 50,000. I will see that it's 50,000 and I will go ahead and order that Uber and I will pay 50,000. Instead of putting 26,000, then you say, I have to, like, is it a tax? Actually, finally, I had to go and get a taxi and pay taxi 40k. At the end of it all, we could not agree, and the Uber man cancelled cancel the trip. I got a taxi and I gave a taxi 40,000. Yet the Uberman wanted 50,000. So what's wrong with Uganda Uber? Isn't it the same Uber elsewhere? Because it was not the first time I was ordering Uber in my life. I used to use Uber in Qatar and it was very, very effective. You don't bargain with a driver. Let me also call my sister to add on, because I know she will add in the juicy part of it. Thank you so much. So my sister is sleeping, but she's going to be telling you what I was talking about, because I was with her that time when we were ordering Uber. You remember that time when we ordered Uber in Kampala? So you tell us like the experience, like, because before you have ever used Uber, what was the experience this time round? Hi guys, welcome to Its Prize. So we reached the bus station and we ordered for Uber. So you know how this Uber, in developed countries you don't find people bargaining for Uber. Like, you put in your destination, you do everything, and then there's nobody who's asking you, so how much are you going to give me? Like, how much is the app saying? You guys, we put in the destination. We put in the destination, and then later on, this guy comes. First of all, he's coming with the wrong car. Anyway, that aside, we decided, sawa, let's do what? Let's continue. Actually, when I called him and I talked to him, he's like, so it's how much is it? Where are you going? I said where I was going, and then he's like, so are we going to talk about what? You're supposed to tell me you're coming. So I didn't confirm to him that we're going to talk. So I told him, you come to where we are. So this guy finally comes to where we were, and then now he refused to open the Uber, the boot for us to put in stuff, because we had carried stuff from the village. So he's like, so what's the way forward? I'm like, the way forward is us going to where we're going. He's like, where are you going? I told him where we're going. And then he's like, so how much are you giving me? I'm like, so at that point, I knew what he wanted. So I called my sister. I was like, come and speak to this guy, because now I know he wants to bargain. But before, we took an Uber some time back from the city center to where we stay, and this guy didn't even bargain a bit. He just accepted for the bill that was brought by the app, and off we went. But this one, when he came, he started, so how much are you going to pay me? But how much is the app saying? This guy refused to take us, imagine. And then he started to bargain 50,000 Uganda shillings. And the app was saying 25,000, like half the price. So anyway, I don't know what Uber is supposed to do, but out here that business is just going down. We ended up even taking a special. And my sister kept on asking the guy for Uber, why are you reducing the price? I'm like, you're wasting your time. He's not going to take us. He wants either 45,000 or 50K. If you don't have it, then you leave. We ended up speaking to a special another person with a special car, so we took a special car instead of taking that person who was so you just heard it from the other person. Yeah, actually me, I didn't even recognize that he had come with a wrong car. So we are not making this video like to maybe tarnish anybody's name, but for us, we are just customers. We don't know who to speak to, but we would love to continue using Uber. It's convenient, it's comfortable, it saves time. But if it is operating like this, then we don't know what to do. Who is in charge of Uber Uganda? Who can do something about that? Can you do anything about that? Is it possible to rectify that problem? Is it even like real Uber that could operate like that? We don't know. So if anybody is watching this video and maybe can help, then that is the situation. Maybe sometimes you don't know what's happening on ground, but we are here to let you know, because we are your customers. The customer I used to work somewhere and they used to say that the customer is always right. Yeah, if a customer complains, hey. Anyway, that was the other place. So as a customer, that is what I faced with Uber Uganda. If anything can be done, then of course I'll be glad to use Uber next time. Thank you so much and have a great day.